Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let your mind travel back in time to an era where the world was ruled by the might of Rome. Imagine the roar of the Colosseum, the cheers of thousands, the anticipation in the air, the energy that could be felt in every corner of the grand amphitheatre. Smell the sweat, the blood, the sand. Feel the intensity of the gladiators as they prepare for battle, their hearts pounding, their minds focused on survival. Hear the clash of steel, the sound of swords meeting shields, the cries of warriors, the symphony of combat that defined an era. This was Rome at its height, a civilization that stood as a beacon of power, culture, and innovation. But Rome wasn't built on spectacle. It was constructed on the backs of its people through their labor, their ingenuity, and their unwavering spirit. It was built on something far stronger, something that echoes through millennia, the character of its people, the everyday citizens who contributed to its greatness. We admire the Roman Empire, not just for its grandeur, but for the values it embodied: courage, discipline, resilience. These were the pillars that held the empire together. These weren't just words carved into marble. They were the essence of what it meant to be Roman, principles that guided their lives and their actions. They were principles lived, breathed, and fought for. Every Roman, from the highest emperor to the humblest citizen, carried these values within them, and within you these same virtues lie dormant, waiting to be unleashed. The spirit of Rome lives on in every act of courage, every moment of discipline, and every instance of resilience you show. Step into the arena. Feel the fear of the unknown. This is where courage is forged, not in the absence of fear, but in its presence. The gladiator facing a lion didn't wish for a weaker opponent. He sharpened his skills, his mind, his resolve. You too face lions every day: doubt, adversity, the unknown. Will you cower, or will you meet them with a gladiator's heart? Courage is not a gift, it's a choice. Choose to be brave, not because it's easy, but because it's what defines you. The Roman legions were feared and respected. Why? Not because of fancy weapons, but because of their discipline. Every day, rain or shine, they trained, they marched, they obeyed. It was this unwavering dedication that made them an unstoppable force. In your own life, discipline is the bridge between goals and achievements. It's the small, consistent actions, repeated day after day, that yield extraordinary results. Are you willing to embrace the discipline required to build your own inner empire, to rise above mediocrity and reach your full potential? Rome wasn't built in a day. It was sacked, burned, and rebuilt time and again. Each setback was a chance to rise stronger. Life will test you. You will face failures, setbacks, heartbreaks. This is not the time to surrender. This is the time to remember Rome. Resilience is not about avoiding falls. It's about how quickly you rise after each one. Embrace the falls, learn from them, and let them fuel your climb. Section 5. Wisdom, the teachings of Stoics. The Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius understood the importance of inner strength. They believed that wisdom and virtue were the true measures of a person's worth, not wealth or status. Their teachings emphasized the development of self-control and fortitude as a means to overcome destructive emotions. They knew that true power lies not in external circumstances, but in our response to them. This perspective allowed them to maintain a sense of peace and purpose even in the face of adversity. By focusing on what they could control, they found freedom from the turmoil of the outside world. The impediment to action advances action. This principle teaches us that obstacles are not just barriers, but opportunities to grow and improve. When we encounter difficulties, we should see them as chances to test our resolve and strengthen our character. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. This famous quote encapsulates the Stoic belief that every challenge we face is a path to personal growth. By embracing the obstacles in our lives, we can transform them into stepping stones towards our goals. Don't be deterred by obstacles, use them as stepping stones. Each challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. The Stoics believed that by facing our difficulties head-on, we could develop the resilience needed to navigate life's uncertainties. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, for it is in the fire that we are forged. Just as metal is tempered by heat, our character is strengthened by the trials we endure. The Stoics taught that adversity is a necessary part of the human experience, one that shapes us into better, more capable individuals. For it is in the fire that we are forged. The process of facing and overcoming challenges refines us, much like a blacksmith shapes metal. This metaphor highlights the transformative power of adversity, encouraging us to see our struggles as opportunities for personal development. Study the wisdom of the Stoics. Their teachings offer timeless insights into the human condition, providing guidance on how to live a virtuous and fulfilling life. By learning from their experiences, we can apply their principles to our own lives and find greater meaning and purpose. Let their words guide you through the storms of life. The Stoics believed that wisdom and inner strength could help us navigate even the most turbulent times. By internalizing their teachings, we can find the courage and resilience to face our own challenges with grace and determination, and teach you to find tranquility within, no matter the chaos outside. The Stoics emphasized the importance of inner peace, which can be achieved through mindfulness and self-reflection. By cultivating a calm and centered mind, we can remain steady and composed, regardless of the external circumstances. Section 6. Leadership, the legacy of Caesar. Think of the great Roman leaders, Caesar, Augustus, Aurelian. They were not born leaders, they were made through action, through courage, through the will to lead. Leadership is not a title, it's a responsibility. It's about stepping up, not just for yourself, but for others. It's about inspiring action, setting an example, and leaving the world a little better than you found it. You have the potential for greatness within. Embrace it. Lead with courage, with integrity, with strength. The world needs your leadership. Section 7. Overcoming obstacles, no empire without resistance. The Roman Empire, for all its glory, faced constant threats. Barbarians at the gates, internal strife, and the weight of its own vastness, but it persevered. The empire's resilience was not just in its military might, but in the spirit of its people. Every Roman soldier, every citizen played a part in holding the empire together. They faced invasions, political turmoil, and even natural disasters. Yet they stood firm, driven by a shared belief in the greatness of Rome. The vastness of the empire was both a blessing and a curse. It brought wealth and diversity, but also challenges in governance and defense. The Roman roads, aqueducts, and fortifications were marvels of engineering, but they required constant maintenance and protection. The legions marched tirelessly, not just to conquer, but to defend what they had built. Your path to greatness will be no different. There will be obstacles, doubters, and moments where giving up seems easier. Just as the Romans trained rigorously, preparing for every possible challenge, you too must be ready to face your own battles. The training was grueling, but it forged warriors who could withstand any adversity. And in those moments of exhaustion, when every muscle aches and every step feels heavy, remember the Roman soldiers who, despite their weariness, never gave up. They took moments to rest, to gather their strength, but they always rose again, ready to face whatever came next. But remember, it is in overcoming these challenges that you truly discover your strength. Each obstacle is an opportunity to grow, to become stronger, and to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. The Romans lifted heavy weights, both literal and metaphorical. And in doing so, they built an empire that stood the test of time. Don't shy away from challenges. Embrace them. Just as the gladiators faced their opponents in the arena, knowing that each fight was a test of their skill and courage, you too must face your challenges head-on. It is in these moments of confrontation that you will find your true strength. For it is in the struggle, in the resistance, that your spirit will be tempered and your character forged. The battles you face, both big and small, are what shape you. They are the fires that temper your spirit, making you resilient and unbreakable. Just as a blacksmith forges a sword, hammering it into shape, so too will your experiences shape you. Each challenge, each setback, is a strike of the hammer. molding you into a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Stand tall, face your battles, and emerge victorious just as the Romans did. Section 8. Practical Philosophy, Bringing Rome to Your Life. How do we take these ancient virtues and apply them to our modern lives? Start small. Embrace discipline in your daily routine. Face your fears head-on. Seek wisdom from mentors and books. Practice mindfulness. Control your emotions. Don't be ruled by them. Remember, you are the emperor of your own mind. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your inner empire be. It takes time, dedication, and a relentless pursuit of self-improvement. Section 9. Ave Imperator Within. The spirit of Rome lives on, not in crumbling ruins, but in the hearts of those who dare to embrace its ideals. You are capable of more than you know. You possess a strength within that can move mountains, overcome any obstacle, and achieve true greatness. Rise like a Roman. Unleash your inner warrior. The world awaits your empire. Ave Imperator. Subscribe to forge ahead.